Hey everybody, what's up? This is Kevin, one half of the show, the two socially awkward guys on one microphone. But we shortened it to two shy guys on a microphone.
Two shy guys on a mic.
Yeah, two shy guys on a mic. You know how it is. We don't like to be all loud and out in public and stuff. We just like to be hidden in a closet somewhere, hidden on the mic, voicing our 2 cents out in the ether, out in the internets, out there, just having a little fun, having a little conversation. We just wanted to take a few moments to maybe have a little conversation about 2018 resolutions. Why are you thinking about those resolutions and making those resolutions, and how do you plan on keeping them? It's New Year's Eve, so we figured, why not just join in the frenzy? Why not just join in the party? Why not just join in the chaos for an hour before I go snoozing at about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? That's how you know when you go from being a child into a man, is when 10 o'clock hits, you ready to get under the covers, right?
That's right. Yeah, what I'm going to do for the people that are joining in, I'm going to post a link to where anybody's welcome to come in on the video stream, say what your resolutions are, say how you plan on keeping it. If you want any advice on how to stick to the resolution, we'll be glad to chime in, or anybody from the audience can chime in. Just getting the link together so we can share it.
Yeah. We got the more technical, mechanical half. I'm just the guy that likes to run his mouth every now and then. But you got Leif, he's on the control center. He's like a NASA pilot in the shuttle up. So I just ride. You know what I'm saying? He's pushing all the buttons. So if the ship goes down, it ain't my fault, because I was just a passenger.
Yeah, everybody. So I posted it. If you see the Zoom link, I pinned it in the comments. So feel free to jump in, talk about your resolutions. What do you plan on doing for the new year? And even while we're doing it. Before we get into that, Kevin, what have you been reading lately, man? I know we've been talking about sticking to the resolutions. What have you been reading lately?
Well, earlier today, I went to the library. Go figure. I'm an introvert, so that's what some introverts do is versus going to the liquor barn or going to the party store. I went to the library. I figured I was livening it up a little bit with about 20 books. The librarian kind of made a slide of a mark. She's like, well, man, let me get about 3 bags for all these books.
Put me to work here on the last day of the year.
I don't want to put stuff, but I don't know if these bags be able to hold all these books. I done messed up her party. But hey, so I picked up a lot of things. One of the books that I kind of had a chance to scroll through and kind of go through real quick, and I thought would be interested to bring it on discussion, was the book Change Your Brain, Change Your Life by Dr. Daniel Amen. And his name may sound familiar in that he was one of the doctors that they went to as far as research, confirmation, and guidance as far as some of the neurological and psychological effects of some of the NFL players and what they experience after they leave the NFL.
Gotcha.
And the movie with what's the movie with
Will Smith, Concussion. I'm talking about Concussion. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What made it interesting is that a lot of things that is often attributed to kind of like pseudoscience or is held to not high regard. What's interesting is a lot of things that we used to just not really pay a lot of attention to can now be proven with brain scans, live brain scan stuff. So that's why I thought this book was important, because a lot of things that, me myself, I may focus on just coming from a health and wellness perspective. Oftentimes, if you don't present the research in a white coat or from a white coat perspective, then people really don't listen to it, or they don't really grab hold of to it like we all should, or, like we all are pushed to. And he just talked about four areas that we can look at when it comes to resolutions.
Okay. And what are those?
Resolute about.
Okay.
And for me, it's easier to approach this from a model approach. And he just gives like four circles he talks about. The biological, the psychological, the social, and then the spiritual areas that will
What's up, man?
provide some model. What's up, Lamar?
What's going on, brother? Can you hear us? There you are. What's up, homie?
What's good, man? What's good? I see y'all here going live and things.
Yeah, right now we're just talking about resolutions, things that, try to get people to see what their resolutions are for this year, a modicum of accountability, that kind of stuff. You got any resolutions you got set for it? I know we got some business plans, but you got any personal resolutions for this year coming up?
Oh, man. My resolutions for this year, I resolve to be fat all year long. I resolve to make sure I don't lift any more weights than I lifted last year. Because I'm not trying to pull no muscles.
Well, then it means you got to maintain your current weight, though. So you got to maintain what you eat then.
I got to maintain, so I resolve also to eat more chicken than I do vegetables.
That's real right there. I mean, we like realism.
Everybody has these resolutions every single year.
Yep.
Most of the time, they last for 2 months. So I'm just gonna be honest with the situation.
Like I'm gonna just stay the same.
Ain't no sense me trying to lie about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense me doing that. So hold on, I'm out there probably like, why are you live in the kitchen? I'm trying to remodel. He's like, I'm showing off all the stuff that he's working on.
At least you ain't in the bathroom with the toilet seat.
Hey, I resolved that I will do that at one time on my live this year.
Make it like the old college days.
No, one of the things that I think I will resolve, though, is this year I'm going to be far more creative than I was last year. And not only just be creative, but also just act on that creativity.
Yep.
Wow. So I think I always have a lot of ideas, and I think last year was a down year for me as far as being creative. But this year, I mean, for some reason, over the last couple months, I've had a renaissance of thought, and so I just want to make sure that I act on that, and I keep my dude Leif and my guy Kev on top of me, make sure I'm doing that, and hold me accountable for doing that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And truthfully, in this year, I resolved to be far more grateful than I've ever been in my life. Like, that's real talk.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that I'm thankful and grateful for everything. Everything that's been given to me by God, right? That has been blessed to me. Make sure that I understand that, that's what it's about, and to make sure that I stay in a spirit of gratitude and in love the whole year, and don't let that fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So
that's what I resolve, man. The rest of that stuff, I mean, I probably do need to lose a few pounds, probably more than a few. I probably need to a few to the 10th power.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Multiplier effect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But but those kind of things that I can control about being like having gratitude and being grateful.
Yep.
And I can control my weight too. That's just discipline stuff too. So,
yep,
and I know Leif will hold me accountable. I might go vegan for the first 2.5 months, and then get right back on the chicken right after that. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's not wrong with a vegan diet. I mean, it's on a spectrum, so everything has its uses at any point in time.
Yeah.
You said a lot of good things, especially with the gratitude. That's powerful.
Yeah, because really what it boils down, like you said, just being resolute and something that you really hold dear. A lot of times when people make resolutions, they're not resolute about it. It's just a good idea at the time. It's like, oh, man, it'd be dope if I, did this. So they got like a list of 50 things that they're going to do, and it's not even day one. And then after day one hits, the pain of starting all of those new things at the same time hits home, and it's like, oh, man, I don't feel like doing none of this. So, yeah, like you said, you have to be resolute and the best thing to be resolute about are things that you hold dear to your heart.
Yeah, man, for sure.
You said a couple of powerful things, especially talking about the gratitude thing, like I said, and then also the creativity part is very powerful. And that when you latch on to that creativity wave and you just ride it, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah. Anybody where you at, Lamar, want to come get on live and talk about any of their resolutions?
Sharice. Come here, Sharice. Oh, you on the phone. Come here, Kai. Come here, Quan. What's your resolution for the year?
What's up, Kai?
Hey, guys.
I don't know. My resolution for the year is probably just to maintain myself.
Maintain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Just mean be good with the spirit.
Hey,
I know.
Just like act how I'm supposed to act.
I got you.
That's okay.
Be kind. What about you, Quan? Quan over look. Quan's fresh off a loss. You see it in his face. He hates losing, boy. He's fresh off a playing card game.
He said, I resolve to never lose again.
Yeah, so what's your resolution for 2018?
To eat more chicken.
You said to eat more chicken.
No, it's in his DNA. It's in his DNA.
Believe me, he is not feeling this right now. His resign, he don't want to lose again, boy. You don't want to lose the resolution. He said better grades.
Like straight A's instead of A's and B's.
Instead of A's and B's. So you're going to resolve for the next semester all A's. Got you,
man.
Look how long his hair is.
Yeah, I know.
Look how long his hair is, Lay.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, his hair is ridiculous. Here, boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's because here's the thing. It's not just a regular loss. It's a loss to his sister.
I figured it was because I could tell because Cal was happy. Cal was excited.
Cal talked so much smack. She talked more smack than Gary Payton.
That's why she was talking about her spirit.
So nobody like her to win. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know where she get that from.
Like her to win. It's like she talks so much noise. But that's their resolution. I don't know my wife. I think she's still on the phone. So
cool.
Probably can't get her. But I also resolved probably not to wear this jacket as much as I did in 2000.
Especially after the barbershop.
I don't give me a hard time. But I want to hear what y'all talking about. I tuned in to check it out.
Yeah. So Kevin was talking about a book he's reading, a guy that confirms some of the things for the CTE, the concussion syndrome, and he was going over 4 different points. What were the 4 points, Kevin, you were talking about?
Well, the 4 points was a model that he used in his clinics to assess and guide his patients from unwellness to wellness as far as their brain health.
Okay.
And then how to make permanent changes in their life for the better, coming back from places of dis-ease and dysfunction with their brain health, with their physical health, with their emotional life, with their social life. So the model that he provided was he talked about the 4 areas of your life that you want to focus on: the biological, the psychological, social, and then the spiritual. I always mentioned with Lamar and his family, it's amazing. And that when you start digging into a lot of these areas, and you just focus on the overarching principles, you don't have to worry about making a resolution every year.
Yep.
That's it. You automatically, it comes out of your mouth. It manifests in you. It lives. It automatically comes out of you. So I was just going over that model and just looking at some of the things I'm resolute about, that I've made resolutions about in the past, and I continue to keep now, and I'm going to just become more intensified or concentrated what I'm already doing over time.
Because if you're already live, you don't need a revival. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, it was awful.
That's the thing. If you're already doing it, you'll never need to be resolute. So it's just really about, that is one thing, man. I do want more, because I'm selling, I work really hard on stuff, but I'm not always self-disciplined around stuff that I don't really think about that much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I need to be all around self-discipline, around what I'm eating and all of that, because sometimes that gets put on the back burner to work and creativity, right?
Yeah, it's funny. That's actually what I thought about earlier today. was being more disciplined about things that aren't related to work. Because I'm so driven on work, so driven on providing for the family, those kinds of things, that I miss out on other aspects of it, right? One of the things I've been trying to work on as of late is saying yes more, right? I'm typically, if I'm not working, I won't do anything else. So I'm trying to get to the point where it's like, okay, do I want to go somewhere with the wife and kids? Obviously, I didn't today because I'm still at the house where they're out. so I'm working on it. But even with that, man, it's just even with that, just like, okay, just want to get, just be more spontaneous and enjoy life, man. Enjoy life and enjoy life through work. Lamar and I talk about this a lot, even myself and Kevin, is making sure that what I'm doing is what I'm purposed to do, because otherwise I'm just wasting time.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, people? Feel free to, real quick, click the link in Facebook to come in if you want to share your resolution on the conversation. Go ahead.
I just want to tell y'all that it's hard to click that link, man. If you watch it on mobile,
gotcha.
Click the link.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Like I was trying my hardest to click the link, and it wasn't. Okay. There was no apps.
No apps. Okay. So I wonder if
it might be a Facebook block or something.
I don't know. What I may do is just delete the preview for it to where it says Zoom meeting. See if that'll help. Yeah, thanks for that heads up.
Yep.
Yeah, anything that you're working on, Kevin, specifically?
Well, specifically, I've been focusing on my social life, like you just brought up, and that I still try to make it a point to make sure that I get out of the house, that I get around some good, positive people that's going to help hold me accountable. Like you guys do whenever I come in the office and I see you guys, or whenever I get around you, Lath, you guys, whether you say it or not, just being in your presence.
Gotcha.
People that are moving and shaking and actually working and doing something. The aura and the vibe that comes along with the atmosphere that comes along with that automatically presses on you. It either propels or detracts.
Gotcha.
And for me, it's very attractive to be around young brothers who are doing something and going places. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. It's just getting out of being part of the two shy guys and being more social, right? Yeah. So for sure. One of the things I thought about, Kevin and I were talking about even before we came on, is, the reason why this time of year this feels suitable for, the fresh start kind of thing. Of course, it's part of marketing and all those things. Because I know with myself, I always have like a to-do list at the beginning of the week, things that I want to do. And to me, like, the whole reset around the new year kind of thing is, and it just happens to be on a Monday. So for me, it's like, the to-do list starts again for the week coming up. So like resolutions for me include, of course, health. My wife and I, we started a sugar detox last week.
How's that going?
Yeah, I mean, it's going. I'm good right now. Just one thing it makes me do is it makes me drink more water. And that's kind of how I got started on my health kick previously. And also, Lamar, Kevin and I were talking about how, like, I was asking him what's the longest resolution he's kept. And for me, it just so happened to be turning vegan. And I wasn't planning on being a vegan at the beginning of the new year 7 years ago. It just happened to fall in line to this date. And so that's been like one of the longest things I've kept, because it was January 3rd of 2011 that I became vegan. Man. Yeah.
I can't even think. The only resolution I can think, I think I made a resolution with myself a while ago, just to remain sexy. And I've been doing it for a very long time, man.
He's had some breaks in there, because when he cuts his beard down to that, he knows what I'm talking about. This is one cut I cannot stand.
When I get the handlebar mustache.
Oh, the handlebars! Oh my god! Oh my! I can't take it.
Lake can't even look at you bust out laughing. So I resolved that I wouldn't do that like 2 years ago.
No, but you gotta get the chops though.
When I look in the mirror with my squinty eye, I realize how sexy I really am. You know? I've kept that up for some time, but other than that, man, I don't know how many I've really kept up. You know what I'm saying?
What about yourself, Kev? Any ones that you kept?
Well, one that kind of surprised me as I was having this conversation. I was thinking about how I made the decision to become a content creator versus a content consumer.
Yep.
Hey,
that's what's up.
So I've been trying to be consistent. I think probably about since 2011, 2012, when I first started blogging.
Yep.
And the first year I blogged every day, multiple times a day. After that, I just been trying podcasting, videos, live stream, YouTube, you name it. I done tried it. And, just continue to my focus on creating content versus just giving my time consuming it. Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. The Facebook thing definitely helps with that. I noticed Facebook Live is becoming more and more matured. I'm seeing more and more people starting to stream, and you got some quality content out there, some things that people want to see. You know, at first everything was like, hey, man, I'm out in the street. Look at my boy, you know, and so now more and more people are taking it more seriously. So I'm definitely liking that.
I'm good. I'm trying to sugar detox like Leif said.
He said no pies on camera.
Running limit to me already tested it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to sugar detox, but I failed miserably last night with a pint of ice cream. So.
Oh, gotcha. I know the whole pint.
Man, I can't stand y'all skinny dudes, man.
Kevin ain't skinny, man. He's just swole. He's incognito swole. I know I say it every time.
He's swole skinny, dog. He's like, it's ridiculous, man.
That's old man. That's old man back in the day swole though.
But the point is, you eating a pint of ice cream, bro. Like,
that's a lot of ice cream.
If I eat a pint of ice cream, I won't even be able to put my head through the little door when we go to the office. Like, that ain't even cool, man. Y'all can eat whatever y'all want. Plus, you ain't lactose intolerant. You ain't lactose intolerant, Kev?
Not really, no.
Not really.
It's just every now and then I get on the ice cream again. That's about it. But other than that, I really don't drink milk. The only milk I drink is coconut milk.
Yeah, bro, if I ate a pint of ice cream, I have a pint of gas, bro.
Like you fuel to go to Louisville.
For real, man. I think I truthfully am going to try to join in with like Sean and them doing some of the health food stuff. Because here's the bad thing about me, and that's probably what Leif always looks at me. He's like, Lamar knows about health. I know what I'm supposed to eat. I know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I know probably better than a whole lot of people. And my problem is I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like the Derek cop, the guy that tried to teach me to stay on drugs. Like,
you come from the other perspective.
Yeah, I'm like the dude that they're telling everybody to say no to drugs, but at the same time I'm snorting coke in the car on the way into the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's one thing, man. I gotta allow my knowledge to line up with my actions.
Oh man.
Like, you feel me? Like, what I know has to line up. I can't be on that do as I say, not as I do type kick, man. Because that's too much when you get older and you try to be like, well, I know better, but shoot, it's over. I can't do, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do better because it's just who I am. That ain't right, man. And I know that. And so I definitely want y'all to hold me accountable on that coming forward into this new year, man.
Yeah,
straight up.
That's what's up. Because ironically, I mentioned this on another stream we had, is I was in Kevin's class when he was doing health, and of course I know about all of this stuff too.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I ain't got that. It was actually back when you were doing Weston the Fat Guy, and you were losing weight, and I was gaining weight. It's like Lamar was losing weight, going to buffets, and I was blowing up. I was like, man, something's got to change. So I started doing the whole water thing, and that just started transforming my mindset into, because I don't even know if you remember, Lamar, before that, I didn't drink water at all.
No, not at all.
I didn't drink no water.
You didn't even drink?
I didn't even drink. I was just like a dehydrated person. I got all my calories through food, and I ate all the time.
Like Leif would order a drink when we go to a buffet, and he literally would take a sip. Like it'll just be that high, like that much of the top of it to be gone, and that's it. And I'll be like, man, how you eating like this? And it's like you not drinking nothing.
Yeah, I didn't drink anything. So just transforming my mindset around ingesting liquids, specifically water, actually made me think in terms of better health. It's just like, okay, so again, it's just like it's almost like a chain, like a blockchain, right? The one thing chains and links into the other, and it's a steady progression. It's like, well, if I'm not doing this, then why should I be doing this? So that actually helped me in terms of my mindset with, I don't even call it a diet. It was a lifestyle change, because
changing your language.
Yeah, and not only that, but going back to what Lamar was talking about, and even you, Kevin, like tying it to things that you hold dear, right? And one of the things for me that really started hitting home was, like, I started looking at all the people in my family that were dying. Like, a lot of the people in my family died of cancer and, all of these health-related issues that could have been prevented. And so that actually really made me, I'm sitting up here looking at my kids, and all of this kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I got to be the example. Like you said, I have all of this head knowledge, but I'm not applying it in terms of my actions. And that's really what kept me moving forward and thinking about it.
Right. That's what's so crazy. It's like, think about how much we try to teach people about business and all of this stuff. And we apply it every day and working hard and that kind of thing. Yep. But then we're hypocritical when it comes to like health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we sit there and do all of this stuff. I know I should probably be walking every day like I used to, and I'm still trying to drink my gallon of water.
Yep.
But it's just like a whole lot of other stuff, like what to eat and all that kind of stuff. I know that stuff, but I ain't doing it because it's just like that's not my focus. And truthfully, I mean, the one thing that I know is that you should be your focus because that's your temple. That's the thing you only get one of, right? Kevin always said that. I think Kevin's my guru. So it's like I heard Kevin doing it. Kevin ripped up. Kevin got, you know what I'm saying? Kevin got, his muscles got muscles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But his muscles be flexing. And I understand that, and I'm like, but I still don't do what I know I'm supposed to do for it. So yeah, that's definitely gonna have to change in the new year. Even if I do the Kevin prison workout, you know what I mean?
The prison workout, man, for exercise. Like you're in a prison cell, that's all you need for exercises.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say that here's the thing though, but just the way you guys talk about your health, one of the things I intend to focus on is the business aspect of my life. And pursuing being an entrepreneur and applying that same mindset and work ethic over into that part of my life, because I know that part of my life definitely leaves some kind of help on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like being around you guys, is that even though I got the head knowledge about entrepreneurship, work ethic, being accountable, I still have to, that's an area of my life that is lagging and lacking, and I have to be around you guys to keep inspired to even think about it. If I wasn't around you guys, I wouldn't even think about it hardly. So that's one of my resolutions for the years to come. And
well, look, Kevin, do me a favor, challenge me. Leif knows good and well, whenever somebody challenges me, I'll do it for however how long I need to. So challenge me, say I got to do the prison workout however many times a week. And
I just thought you couldn't do it.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
I didn't think you were strong enough to do it. I mean,
no.
I thought you was like handicapped or something. I didn't know.
Oh man. Hey, but I fell down the steps the other day, so I am kind of handicapped. But nah, man, when I can start doing my push-ups and stuff again, because that's the thing that be blowing people away. They don't realize I can do a whole bunch of push-ups. Not a whole bunch.
No, that's with you. Yeah.
I can plank and all that kind of stuff, man. So, but yeah, I'm going to get up out of here, man.
That's what's up, bro. Thanks for stopping through. Hey, anybody else, feel free to step in, make some comments.
Watch night. Yeah,
that's what's up. Hug your family for me. Tell everybody I love them, bro.
Yeah, I tell everybody you love them, Doc. I love y'all too, man.
Love you too, man.
We appreciate it, Lamar.
2018, baby.
Yes, sir.
2018, nice and lean.
Yeah.
Lean, sexy machine.
Later, man.
All right, later, bro.
Later.
Yeah, anybody else, feel free to jump in. We got the Zoom going. We can have as many participants as needed. So come on and join in with us.
Did Myron comment? Myron Jackson?
Yeah. Myron Jackson commented. I don't know if you want to jump in, Myron. I'd love to have you on here. Anybody else at that? I saw Samantha on here earlier. Feel free to chime in, make a comment. Lamar's in and out. So
I'm trying to leave, man. I'm trying to leave. Everybody headed to church, and I'm over here chilling.
All right, man. All right. So, yeah, feel free to join in, anybody. Okay, Samantha says she's trying. Want to hold you accountable, Samantha, on what you're trying to do with your resolutions. If you need me to send you a personal link, let me know. I can invite you. I'll send it to you here.
Oh, she's wanting to get in?
Yeah, she said she's trying to get in on the
conversation.
The Zoom link. Like I said, anybody else, just join in. Just trying to help people focus on their resolutions, get settled in their resolutions. And again, for me, one of the key things for I guess just having purpose behind it, right?
Oh man, yes.
Yeah, that's part of why it's called resolution, is the resolute part. It's one of those things that, you know what, like no matter what, I'm going to do X. No matter what, I'm going to do Y. And for me personally, it's always about improving and improving. Like I said, I do it weekly. I settle down and get my to-do list. And the good thing about this time of year is because, as Kevin and I were talking about before we even got on the live stream, is that this is one time throughout the entire year where the majority of Americans have some days off. Yeah. So that lends to the whole New Year's resolutions and those kinds of things. What's up, Lutcha?
Yep. Hey, Samantha.
Looking like my nephew. Hold on, I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted. Uh-oh, she's like, I came in too early. Okay. She's like, I was trying to get my look on, and then you caught me.
We're trying to keep it real. You don't have to get too pretty.
Yeah, that laugh comes quick, don't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Samantha, can you hear me? I can't hear you. I see you, but I can't hear you.
Have some audio.
I can't hear you. Nope, we can't hear you. Check your Zoom settings.
There we go.
Bam! There she goes.
Yeah.
I see you, Myron. What's up? We got Myron joining in as well. That's what's up. So what are your resolutions for this coming year?
This is gonna sound funny, but the number one resolution that I have is not to lose my keys this year.
Okay.
Like seriously, I have had to call roadside assistance probably 25 times or more this year. I've lost my keys every first Friday. Locked in my car. I recently lost Bilal's keys to his truck. I have to get a whole new one.
Oh my God!
On Tuesday, like I don't even. It's just not like the thing, and I that's my thing. It used to be like running out of gas. I don't even do that once this year. From school, like I had to walk to the school and get him an Uber to the after school program, and Uber back to my roadside. So like just being more responsible with my car, that's the number one thing. Seriously.
I got a tip for you.
Yes.
Slow down. That's the number one tip, is to slow down. And
for real.
Yeah, because I notice a lot of times, and that's actually something that